One of the things I noticed as I was watching the series was that I could really relate to it. It felt very current, felt like a lot of the things that, my age group or just even in today's society that what a lot of people are dealing with. And I compared that to, the last gay series that I watched, which was Queer as Folk a long time ago. And I was a lot younger. The time period was very different. And I loved that show because it was a gay show, and I was gay, and I was a culture that I was not yet exposed to, but now, like I said, I feel like this one is more today, and I think a lot of people are going to relate to it. How would you speak to the comparisons that I think that people are going to make in terms of DTLA and Queer as Folk, in terms of how they relate and that sort of thing?
Well, do you have some examples of comparisons that you've heard?
Well, one thing that I noticed for sure, first of all, is that between Queer as Folk and DTLA, the one thing that rings very apparent in appearance is that it's way more multicultural than Queer as Folk ever was, hands down. Was that intentional, or did that just happen with the talent that you found?
There are no good white actors, you know that, honey. No, I mean, there was a point where somebody told me that I had too many black people in my show. Like, are you serious? And I was like, oh God, we gotta get some white dudes in this show. Well, yeah, I mean, that is a difference. I mean, that is a difference, and I was always, led to believe that, keep it really milquetoast because that's what most of the gays want. I'm like, I don't think that's true, And I mean, and people say, that's why that show in particular worked, and I just think it's because it was a show that was created in England, so it's the U.S. version. I think it affected a lot of people. I talked to, they just said that was everything to them, and it made me go, oh God, maybe I should be writing more I was like, maybe I should change some of my stories. I didn't realize till later how. I mean, I knew how impactful the show was, but I started thinking, oh my God, someone told me once, there's the character that doesn't think he's ever going to be in love. And I'm like, oh fuck, I better go back and fuck somebody up. So I really appreciate some of those things, and I didn't think about some of the most basic themes when I made my show, but I thought about everything's based on real situation, but yeah, it is different. I mean, I think it's different. For obvious reasons on the skin color, and I also think it's a different point of view. I mean, look, I read some things about people laughing about the location, and I read things where people said there's no scene downtown, there's no scene. I'm like, what's a scene? To me, it's I guess there is kind of a scene, and so there was a lot of people were there were some people that I think took great offense to the fact that West Hollywood was not the location.
Right.
And I think that's interesting. It's good to know, because I think there has been a lot of anger with gentrification that has happened in West Hollywood, and that you go into a gay club and now it's all straight people because everyone's so accepting, and I think there are people that are mad about stuff like that. But I'm just writing from my experience, and my experience was I did not live in West Hollywood. I don't think I would want to live in an area where there was only, I shouldn't say only gay people. I don't think I'd only want to live just around one kind of thing, and I think that's an experience that has bonded a lot of people, and I think that's why Queer as Folk is so powerful. And it was definitely amazingly groundbreaking. So I feel lucky that I can do something like this now. If it wasn't for Queer as Folk, I don't think I'd be able to do this. And some television networks might have said, well, you know what, it's too multi-ethnic or whatnot. And I have gotten those comments, but I just I like not white people. I like white people too, but I definitely like my non-whites.
This is just a lighting. I'm a lot darker usually.
Yeah. Amazing.